Hello and welcome to next part of this unit 1 matrix space closed sets. Here closed sets, we know that three steps. If x is the limit point of E and set of all limit points of E implies closed set, and if E is equal to E bar is the notation for closure, then it is closed. If F is any family of closed subsets of matrix space, F is family of, that is collection of closed subsets of matrix space M, then we have to show that intersection of F is belongs to that collection. F belongs to collection of family. Then intersection of F is also closed. If F is closed, then intersection is also closed. Let X is the member of this. Why? Because we know that when we say that intersection of F is closed, if intersection of F is subset of intersection of F bar as well as intersection of F bar is a subset of intersection of F. As we know, always intersection of F belongs to this is a subset of intersection of F bar. Therefore, only to show that intersection of F bar is subset of intersection of F. Hence, we take the member belongs to this, X belongs to this intersection of F bar, and to prove that it is X belongs to intersection of F, then it means that it is subset, and this is always, and therefore equal and hence closed. This is a simple algebra of sets. Let is the member of X is the member of this intersection of F bar. Then by our definition bar closure, any one B of X R contains point Y belongs to intersection of F. We know that if Y belongs to F bar, then what we say that then B of YR is, it contains point of Y belongs to E. That point belongs to E. Similarly here, for any F belongs to F, the B of XR, that is open ball of radius R about X, contains point of F, namely Y. Hence, X is the member of F bar. What is F? F is closed. F is closed because it is the family of F, and hence F is equal to F bar. Thus, X lies in every F belongs to F, and hence X is the every F, that is it contains in intersection common. X belongs to intersection of F. From 1 and 2 we can write intersection of F bar is subset of intersection of F, and this is always means A is subset of E bar or E is subset of E bar. Similarly here, intersection of F is subset of intersection of F bar always. Hence, equal, and therefore it is closed. Second theorem, GB open subset of matrix space M. GB open subset of matrix space M, and show that G dash is equal to, G dash means complement of G. G dash is equal to M minus G is closed. G open, G dash closed. And as well as we have to show that conversely, if F is closed subset of matrix space M, then F complement means complement of F, that is M minus F is open. F is closed, F dash is open, G is open, G dash is closed. There are two parts for this theorem. First part, assume G is open. If X belongs to G, there is an open ball B, that is B of X is subset of G. B of X is subset of G. Our definition of open set. For every X belongs to G, every open ball B of X is subset of G or is contained in G. B contains no point of G dash. Of course, because G dash is the complement of G. If X does not belongs to G, then X belongs to G dash. Therefore, B contains no point of G dash. Point X cannot be limit point of G dash. No point of G dash, hence there is no limit point of G dash, and limit point of G dash, therefore no point in G is limit point of G dash. G मधल्या कोणत्याही कुठलाही असा एखादा पॉइंट नाही की जो G dash चा लिमिट पॉइंट आहे. म्हणजे G dash contains all its limit points, not of G. Therefore G dash is closed. G dash is closed because G dash contains all its limit points, not of G. Therefore G dash is closed. G is open, then G dash is closed. What is G dash? G dash means M minus G. Part second, we assume here F is closed. Then what is the definition? Y belongs to F dash. There is an open ball which contains no point of F. Here we assume that if Y belongs to F dash, there is a discussion. Y belongs to F dash, there is a B of YR which contains no point of F. Otherwise, what will happen? Y would be limit point of F. Y would be limit point of F. If no point, no problem. But otherwise, Y would be the limit point. That is Y belongs to F. What is this? Here we assume Y belongs to F dash. And we get Y belongs to F. Therefore, this is the contradiction. And hence our assumption is wrong. Our assumption is B of Y which contains no point of F and Y will be the limit point of F. Otherwise, what we say? Otherwise, that is confusion. And hence, Y belongs to F and here we say that Y belongs to F dash. This is contradiction. Hence, we say that this is contradiction since Y belongs to F dash. Hence, if Y belongs to F dash, there is an open ball which contains point of F. No is wrong. Therefore, hence there is an open ball B of Y is subset of F for all Y belongs to F dash. Subset of F dash for all Y belongs to F dash. And hence F dash is open. This is the definition of open set. And therefore F dash is open. When we assume F is closed, we have to show that F dash is open. That is, these are the two parts of this statement. Next, third theorem. Let M1 row 1 and M2 row 2 be matrix spaces. And let F from M1 to M2. This is the function. Then there are two parts. Function F is continuous on M1 if and only if. F is continuous on M1 if and only if F inverse of F is closed subset of M1 whenever F is closed subset of M1. This theorem is similar to that theorem on open sets about the continuous function. First, we assume F is continuous, and also we are given F is closed of M2 whenever. Means if it happens, then we have to show that F inverse of F is closed. Means inverse image under F of every closed set is closed. हे दाखवायचं आहे. दिलेला आहे हे सुद्धा. म्हणजे फंक्शन इज कंटिन्युअस दिलेला आहे. तसंच F is closed दिलेला आहे. Let F is continuous on M1, F is closed, therefore F dash is open because it is complement. And F dash is open, therefore our previous theorem says that inverse image under F of every open set is open, and hence inverse image under F of every open set is open. And F and F dash, these are the complement with each other, therefore union is total matrix space M2. F union F dash is equal to M2, hence taking inverse image on both sides. By taking inverse image on both sides, what is F inverse of M2? It is M1, because M1 to M2 is the function. M1, M2, and this is F. Therefore, F inverse of M2 is M1. Therefore, F inverse of F is complement of F inverse of F dash. It is complement. It is open. Therefore, its complement is closed. F inverse of F dash is open. Therefore, F inverse of F is closed. That is proof. This is part 1. Part 2 on only definition of continuous function. As far as closed set is concerned, we know that the definition of continuous function on open set, F is continuous on M1, then if and only inverse image under F of every open set is open. Similarly, for closed set, and hence we write, assume if it is closed subset of M2, then F inverse of F is closed. This is given. Inverse image under F of closed set is closed. That is already, this is obviously F is continuous, and hence this property. These are the three properties. Let us see on next and last video regarding this unit 1 about some examples as well as preliminary notions of the open sets. Thank you.